Hello everyone, I'm the Spookiest Ghost, and welcome to another video. Today's video was supposed to be different. I was actually going to be reading Jeff the Killer and talking about it and kind of, making fun of it and whatever. But then, I was thinking about different Halloween videos. Because at the end of the day, while there were some people that suggested Jeff the Killer, and I might still do that, it is something that a lot of people have done, and it's something that has been done time after time again, better than I will be able to do it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen Internet Historian's video on Jeff the Killer, but that shit was fucking amazing, and there's no way that I'm gonna be able to outdo him on that. The point is that as I was thinking about what I could do, I looked down at my hoodie that I recently got that has Jason Voorhees' face on it, and I started thinking about different slasher movies and the main characters of those franchises specifically. And when you think of horror franchises, what are two of the first movies you think of? Specifically, older slasher films. At least for me, it's Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger, or Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. So I started thinking about those two characters and what the internet does with every single character to ever exist, and that is shipping. So I looked up Freddy Krueger x Jason Voorhees fanfiction, and boy did I find a lot of shit, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So we're actually going to be reading a few different fanfictions, I think, because the first one I found is very short, and this is probably going to be very awkward and uncomfortable. And I also just want you to know I'm going into these stories completely blind. This video has no script, which is also why I might say and a lot, because I'm a fucking idiot, and that's just how I do things. But let's just start with the first story. This story is called Freddy x Jason Feelings. So let's just begin. "Why won't you die?" screamed the dream demon Freddy Krueger with pure anger, seeing that his enemy, the killer of Crystal Lake, Jason Voorhees, is still alive. Why was I expecting this to be written properly? But also, I do want to say really quickly that this person's first language obviously isn't English, so I will give them a pass on certain grammatical errors. Jason raised his arm and grabbed Freddy by his striped red and green sweater and pulled him down to the floor of the boiler room. Jason pinned Freddy to the ground with his strong hands. For the look in Freddy's furious face, you could tell that he didn't like of being on the ground under Jason's grab. "Get off me, you asshole!" Freddy screamed, trying to kick Jason off of him, but with no success. Jason let one of his hands off from one of Freddy's arms and grabbed Freddy's neck, trying to strangle him. Freddy tried to use his demoniac's dream powers to throw Jason away. For some strange reason, nothing happened. He tried again. Nothing. Jason knew that all of what was happening was just a dream, and that he couldn't kill Freddy. But he could try, couldn't he? Jason's grip got ever harder on Freddy's throat, and Freddy started to get breathless. He attacked the other killer's face with his claws, trying to get rid of the Jason's grip, but Voorhees didn't let go of Freddy's throat. Freddy's attacks begun to get more weak than a few seconds before, and Jason noticed that. Freddy gasped for air and done the last thing that he could do to get free. He raised his left hand and take off Jason's mask. In the same second, Jason let go of Freddy's throat and get off him, putting his mask back into place. When Jason let go of him, Freddy took a long breath, really glad for having some air in his lungs again. Oh my god, this is written so fucking poorly. Oh, there's so many mistakes. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a grammar Nazi. But before he could get up from the ground, Jason raised Freddy by his sweater with one hand and holding his machete with the other. Their eyes meet for a second quickly. Freddy put his arms up and fell out of his sweater. What? How? He just fell out of his sweater? Is that even possible? Jason looked at the sweater in his hand, then he looked at Freddy, back at the sweater, and again at Freddy. He threw the sweater away, raised his machete, going in Freddy's direction. Freddy tried to crawl away from Jason, but unfortunately, Jason drove his machete down and hit Freddy really hard in the chest. That wasn't hard enough to kill the dream demon, but surely hard enough to hurt him. A lot. Krueger screamed with the pain of of his new wound. Jason smiled under his mask and attacked Freddy again, this time more harder, and he was rewarded with another scream of pain. For a second, Jason just looked at Freddy that was now covered in his own blood. The vision of Freddy Krueger so weak and helpless make him happy, but at the same time, he didn't want to hurt Krueger anymore. But why? Jason stopped of attack Freddy and just keep looking at him. Freddy asked himself why Jason wasn't attacking him. Freddy took this opportunity and kicked Jason in, well, you know where. That is so innocent. Oh my god. Jason fell in his knees and moaned in pain. That hurt so much. Freddy laughed, but suddenly, he felt bad for hurt the other killer. Bullshit, he felt bad. Bull fucking shit. I don't believe that. Since when do either of these people feel bad for anyone? Like, Jason's killed, like, 100+ people. And Freddy Krueger, he's killed less people, but he kills people in the most fucked up ways possible. Freddy grabbed Jason by his neck and put him down on the floor, then stabbed him on the stomach with his glove, just to see Jason have a painful reaction. Oh wait, what? I thought you said that he felt bad for hurting him, so now he's just gonna continue hurting him? Why would he do that? Jason take out the glove with blood of his stomach. For some reason, he liked of the way that the blood stayed on it. He give a headbutt in Freddy's head and he fell to Jason's side holding his forehead. Now Jason get on top of Freddy again, holding him against the floor. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Get off me, you son of... Freddy was screaming till Jason covered his mouth with his left hand. Freddy bit Jason's hand just to receive a punch right on his face. Freddy looked at him and noticed that Jason's eyes were looking directly at him, making Freddy feel uncomfortable with the situation. Then, Freddy saw Jason's abandoned machete next to him. Freddy get the machete and stab it in Jason's chest, but that doesn't seem to work as Freddy expected. Freddy tried to get free again, but just like before, Jason was too strong. Jason, get of me, your... Freddy was screaming till Jason took off his mask and locked his lips against Freddy's, who's whimpered a little before sink his teeth on Jason's lips. What? Why? What the fuck? That just happened with no warning, like out of nowhere Jason's like, I'm gonna kiss you.
I kiss you, you orange flavor mother.
Jason jerked his head back, and after take off the blood of his lips, he gave another punch in Freddy's face. This time, Freddy's nose started to bleed. Fuck you, Jason, Freddy screamed with pure hate, looking at the deformed face of the other killer. Fuck you. Look who's talking. Freddy Krueger is looking at Jason's deformed face. Have you seen Freddy's face? Talk about a hypocrite. Jason leaned down and kissed Freddy in the lips again, but this time he explored the depths, like departments, of Freddy's mouth with his tongue, wrapping it on Freddy's tongue after break the kiss. Freddy spit trying to clean his mouth. Let me go, bitch. Now, Freddy screamed again. Jason pressed his lips against Freddy's once again, holding Freddy's wrist with one hand and using the other to hold him. Freddy's whimper stopped. Breaking the kiss again, Jason looked in Freddy's eyes, waiting him to scream again. Freddy get the new opportunity to free his hands. He pushed Jason to the side, get on top of him, and kiss him deeply. What? I thought he didn't want to kiss him. Now I'm confused. But also, I think I mentioned before that I don't understand why Jason is doing this, but after thinking about it, so for those of you that have never seen the movie, Jason Voorhees died when he was like 8 or 9 years old, and then he came back from the dead, and he's like killing people now. You know this man is a virgin, like he ain't never had sex, so maybe he's so fucking horny and like so repressed that he doesn't even care anymore. He'll just make out with anyone, because I don't know if you've ever seen Freddy Krueger's face, but he's busted, okay? Like he's ugly. But both of them are, so at least like they're on the same level. Oh my god, somebody's gonna call me ableist for saying that Jason is ugly because he has like, or he had like hydrocephalus and whatever. Listen, okay, that's the whole point. Okay, the reason he wears the hockey mask is because of his deformity, okay? So you can't get mad at me for saying that he's ugly, because even Jason knows that he's ugly, okay? But I'm still confused as to why Freddy is into it, because this entire time he wasn't into it, and then out of nowhere he's just like, fuck it, whatever. more. Jason was surprised by the new reaction of Krueger. He wrapped his arms around Freddy's body and pulled him closer to him, and Freddy puts his arms around Jason's neck. Their tongues meet again in another passionate kiss. Freddy broke the kiss, trying to catch his breath. "This doesn't change anything between us," Freddy said. Jason nodded and they kiss again. There was so many feelings. Jason touched Freddy's shirtless body with his strong hands, and Freddy took off Jason's jacket and undid his belt. Both of them have a new interest now. Hurt each other, but in other way. And that's it. That's how it ends. I don't know what to say about the story other than what? How does any of that make sense? Where did that come from? They were fighting and all of a sudden they just started making out with each other. This is like the plot of a really shitty porn parody of Freddy vs. Jason, which I actually haven't watched. I haven't watched that movie yet. Let's move on to a different fanfiction, shall we? This next fanfiction is from Wattpad, everyone's favorite source for fanfiction, and it's called Nothing But Love, Freddy x Jason. This is also a very short one. It has 2 chapters, but the chapters are ridiculously short, and it's to be continued, but I think the last time it was updated was a long ass time ago. After done killing some kids in their sleep. Shit. I love that that's how this story starts. After done killing some kids in their sleep, Freddy returned to the dream world and felt tired himself. Oh man, a long day at work of killing children. It's so hard, man, you know? "Man, I feel so fucked up right now," Freddy said. He went on the floor and laid down. He felt the cold stone floor on his back. He didn't like it. Back at Camp Crystal Lake, Jason was on his mattress thinking about life. He had nothing but pain in his legs. He took off his mask and placed it next to him. Why? Why did his legs hurt? Does anyone want to explain that? Or am I missing something? I don't know. "Why is life so unfair?" Jason said quietly to himself. He looked at his mask and saw claw marks on it. I love that they both sound like emo teenagers, like, "My life is so hard. Life is so unfair." Although Jason does, like, credit where credit is due, he does have the right to say that his life is unfair because he died when he was 8 years old and now he's undead and he watched his mom get decapitated, so like I guess he can say that. But yeah, I still can't ignore that they both sound like teenagers, like, "Man, I feel so fucked up right now," and like Jason being like, "Why is my life so unfair? Like, my life is so hard. Stupid Krueger making nightmares for teens when he's just a Burt Little." A Burt Little? Jason paused as he heard laughing. He knew it was Freddy. He shook himself awake and stayed still. He let out a tired sigh and fell asleep. Jason woke up to hear knocking at his door. He heard laughs still. "It better not be one of those teens again," Jason said. "You should know that that's Freddy. Didn't he say, like, in the last chapter, or am I making that up? Like, he knows what Jason is doing and he saw the claw marks on his mask. So wouldn't you think that he would expect it to be Jason? Like, what kids are knocking on Jason Voorhees' fucking door? If people knew where he lived, wouldn't he be in prison by now? I'm thinking about this too logically. Oh my god, I just realized Jason went from sounding like a 16-year-old to a fucking 85-year-old. He's like, "Those damn kids always fucking playing on my lawn and shit." Jason opened the door to see Freddy. Freddy tackled Jason and kisses him. Where did that come from? I don't understand why nobody, like, there's no backstory. We're just supposed to assume that they're lovers. Like, I thought that they don't like each other. He put his long tounge in his mouth. Jason tried to fight his pleasure, but instead kissed back. Freddy stopped and smirked. "I knew you wanted me, mama's boy," Freddy said. Jason blushed. Freddy licked his lips. He started to kiss Jason's neck and nibbled on his chest. Jason let out a grunt holding on to Freddy. Jason kicked Freddy off of him, grunting again. "Aw, the poor mama's boy. Shut up. You're hurting my feelings." Like, I just imagine he starts crying. He's like, "Why are you being so mean to me? I watched my mom die, bro. Like, that's fucked up." Freddy Krueger's response is just, "Nah." Freddy tackled Jason again and choked him, but suddenly stopped to see something in Jason's pants. A boner. Ooh woo. Wouldn't it be funny if this story continued, like the next chapter starts with Freddy being like, "Ooh, what's this? Is it a bono? Ooh." like those like weird fucking anime girls that they'll message you and they act like all cute and shit like a child, except that's not gonna turn any normal guy on because they just feel like a pedophile when you talk in that weird baby voice. Man, I just want to know how people think of this shit. So now that we've read a couple fan fictions, I think it might be good to look at some Jason x Freddy fan art, because why not? Let's see everything that the internet has in store. Although Tumblr might actually not be the best place to see it because Tumblr's rules are fucking stupid. You know, they're like, oh no, you can't make anything sexual. Maybe we'll still find something. By the way, please don't send hate to any of the artists or the authors of these stories or drawings because they didn't do anything wrong. They just made some cringy shit. But they don't deserve hate or anything, you know? This is all in good fun. Is that his tongue? It looks like a beard. It looks like a really, really weird beard. Why does it look like that? And also, why you gotta do my boy Michael like that? He looks all sad. Look at how sad he looks. Oh my god. He's all like, damn, why am I not good enough? It's like a love triangle. Am I the only person that thinks that Freddy looks super fucked up in this picture? Like, he looks kind of like Nosferatu, and then he has this big ass fucking hat. Like, this motherfucker. Doug Dimmadome. But you know who else he looks like though? This dude. This was, oh my god, Spy Kids 2 though was like such a dope ass movie. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a grown ass adult and I still think that Spy Kids was the shit. Oh, he kissed him. Is that why he looks like Nosferatu? Like when he gets nervous, he starts to look like the ugliest vampire ever. No offense. What is this doing here? This is not supposed to be here. Okay, this is supposed to be Freddy x Jason, not Jason x Michael. Oh, wow. Oh. Frason? Is it really Frason? Frason headcanons. Jason is the one to restrain his devil spawn husbando from getting into all the fights, literally dragging, which is not hard. Did you see Jason fling Freddy across Camp Crystal Lake? No, you cannot fight Michael, Freddy. That is a bad idea. Please do not refrain. Once Freddy tries to pull Jason away from getting into a fight and killing Chucky. Once. It didn't work out. Freddy, you really think that Freddy can't fight Chucky? He's like a little ass doll. You really think that he can't? Oh, come on. I think that Freddy Krueger would fuck Chucky up, but that's just my opinion. I like to think Jason is more than interested in his new stepchild? What? From where? Freddy Krueger has kids? Jason, is something burning? Freddy, leaning seductively against counter. Nothing, just my burning desire for you. Jason, Freddy, the oven is on fire. Okay, that's kind of funny. I'll give him that. Oh my god, his face really is busted. This motherfucker is ugly. Look at him. My god. Look at this shit. Wow, you fucking ableist piece of shit. He was caught in a fire. How dare you say he was ugly? It's not his fault. Okay, I think that this is kind of boring though, so we're just gonna go back to the fan fictions. I'm gonna see if I can find one more short one. This is actually by the same person that wrote the first fan fiction, but this one I don't think is sexual. I think it's romantic. Freddy, my children, since the beginning, my children gave me all the strength that I always needed. My name is Frederick Charles Krueger, but you probably know me for Freddy Krueger Dream Demon. Oh, Freddy Krueger the Dream Demon. I should mention that if I miss any words that are on the side, it's because there's a big ass crack on the side of my computer which covers it, so that's why I might not be able to read certain things. I don't need to tell you what happened to me because you probably know the story. This time isn't one of your nightmares. This one is mine. In the last months, the things have changed a little. I had that fight with that retarded zombie. I'm sorry, that really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to say that. I had that fight with that retarded zombie, Jason Voorhees, and since then, I have felt different. And then there's the lyrics to Set Fire to the Rain, but I'm afraid to even read them because I might get copyright claimed. Watch, I'm gonna get copyright claimed because this story is called Set Fire to the Rain. I would actually be so fucking mad if that happened. Like, that would be such bullshit. Jason, my name is Jason Voorhees. He doesn't speak, by the way. Jason doesn't talk, but he's very talkative in all of these stories. My name is Jason Voorhees. I died in Crystal Lake when I was a little kid, but I get back to to life. No matter what happens to me, I always get back to life again. But this time, there was this burned man, Freddy Krueger. We had a fight that killed both of us. I never saw him again after what happened. But I just can't take him out of my mind. Freddy. Why? Why I just can't forget that stupid mama's boy. I should hate him, shouldn't I? I mean, he tried to kill me. He hurt me. I want to kill that motherfucker. But just the idea of hurt Jason makes me feel bad. No, I'm not what you are thinking. When I think about our fight, I get sad. I almost feel the need for cry. Oh my god. Jason, it's so lonely here in this camp. Sometimes I wish that I could have some company, but when I think and have someone here, I always think about him. I really don't care if he would try to kill me again. I just want him back. I want to hear the sound of the metal claws of his glove against the pipe of the boiler room again. So romantic. Freddy, I didn't kill anyone in all of this time. I couldn't, because every time that I kill, I remember him. I miss him. I miss him so much. I miss that old and blood-stained hockey mask. Even miss when he hits me and stabs me with his machete. Talk about a couple of fucking masochists. Also, I like how he meets him one time, they get into a fight, and now he just doesn't want to kill people anymore because he's so infatuated with Jason. Once again, since when does Freddy Krueger give a fuck about other people's feelings? Since when does Freddy Krueger have feelings? I'm pretty sure that in Nightmare on Elm Street, the reason that he died was because he was like a fucking child molester or something, and he was burned to death in like a police chase or something. I might be wrong on that. I'm sorry, I don't remember all the details of the movie, but he was definitely a fucked up person even before he died. So this is so out of character for both of them, you know? Because both of them are fucking serial killers. That kill kids, by the way. They don't just kill people, they kill primarily teenagers. So, you know, I think that makes it even more fucked up. Jason, if I could only see him again one last time, I would do anything for him to stay with me, Freddy. But I can't get out of the dream world. If I get out of here by my own, I can't never go back again. I can't lost my powers forever. And who said that he feels the same for me? But now I know what this feeling is. It is love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. I'm gonna get copyright claimed for that. Jason, fake hope. I will never see him again. And if we meet again, he will probably try to kill me again. I will stay alone forever. Oh my god, Jason's an incel. Wow, he really is an incel. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Freddy, fuck it all. I'm going to see my hockey punk again. I love that. A hockey punk. Everybody should just refer to Jason Voorhees as a hockey punk from now on. That makes him so much less scarier. I like how I'm talking about these people's bad grammar and I just said that. That makes him much less scary. Is that right? Oh my god. I'm a hypocrite. This entire time I thought I was so good at English and now I forgot how to say that correctly. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. Jason, I could try to find him in Elm Street again, but I can't get out of this camp. I'm not the most discreet person in this world. Yeah, probably because he's like 6'5" and he has a big ass machete. Oh, and in the game, he's like 7 feet tall. Like, he's huge. Which, by the way, I want to get the game and I want to play it, so if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing, let me know. The point is that he's fucking huge. Of course, he's not the most discreet person. Freddy, the sky was dark. It was going to rain soon. The vision of the camp makes me shake. What if Jason didn't like me in the same way that I liked him? I walk into the camp, desperate. Jason! I heard a voice calling me. His voice. I get out of the cabin that I was in to look for him. Freddy. One of the cabin's doors opened. I turn around to see, and there he was, looking at me. Jason. I didn't think about anything else. I walked at his direction. Freddy. He walked at me, and I done the same. Normal point of view. You mean like third person? Freddy took off Jason's mask and put his arms around Jason's neck. Jason pulls Freddy closer to him, wrapping his arms around the burned man's waist, and their lips collided against each other in a so-wanted kiss. In the same moment that their lips meet, the rain started to fall as they continued the kiss without care about if they were going to get wet or not. It's like The Notebook, except with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. So romantic. Jason, was that a dream? No, it was too real to be just another dream. Freddy's mouth was deliciously hot, even burned. He got the lips of an angel. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure Jason can't see out of one eye, and it's also like hella dark at Camp Crystal Lake, so I don't think he got a very good look at Freddy's lips. Those are not the lips of an angel, or at least in my opinion. Freddy, I had to admit it, he was a good kisser. I'm pretty sure Jason's never kissed somebody ever, okay? We specifically discussed that he's an incel, because clearly if he died when he was like 8 and he's a fucking zombie now, he's probably never made out with anyone. So I find it hard to believe that he would be a good kisser. The taste of his mouth was a mix of blood and the water of the lake, and his lips were incredibly cold, probably because he's dead. Maybe because he is an undead killing machine. Freddy likes Jason's touch in my waist felt so good. In your waist? I mean, he has superhuman strength though. Like, once again, in Friday the 13th, the game, there's one death where Jason straight up punches through your chest and pulls your fucking heart out with his bare hands. That shit is crazy. I guess you could say it's pretty heartless. Pretty sure DashEXP already made that joke, but I think we already know that I'm not creative enough to make my own jokes, so it doesn't matter. Jason's touch in my waist felt so good. Our tongues meet again. My left hand wandered down his neck, my fingers traveling lower and lower. I already was in the heaven, but wanted more. I wanted more touching. Oh, is this gonna get, like, sex? Oh, I don't think so. Jason. Freddy's touch was magic. My blood boiled, but in a good way. Is it because he's burned and he lives in a boiler room? I've never felt so alive before. The sensation of have Freddy in my arms while we explore each other's mouths was unique. I tightened my hold on him. He was mine now. That sounds hella creepy. Freddy. I broke the kiss. Breathless, I looked in Jason's brown eyes, touching his face in a soft way with my clawed hand. He seemed so happy, because he really was happy. I'm surprised Freddy saw his face and he wasn't like, damn bitch, you fucking busted. Jason, we were totally wet at that time, and the rain wasn't going to end so early. His blue eyes seemed to shine as he looked into my own eyes, and for the first time, I saw Freddy smiling. Not his evil grin, but a true smile. A beautiful one, in fact. Yeah, cause, you know, his teeth, so beautiful. Look at that beautiful fucking smile. Freddy, I love you, Jason. That was the only thing that I could say in the moment. Jason didn't answer me. He just smiled and kissed me again. But that was okay. There was no need for him to use words, because I already knew what he wanted to say. Jason, I love you, Freddy. And that's the end. Can we get a round of applause for that beautiful story? Okay, so I think it's about time to end this video. I've been recording for over 40 minutes now. If you liked it, you can leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to hear more stuff like this. If you want to hear me read more weird fan fictions or look at more weird fan art. I actually wanted to do kind of like a spin-off of Tumblr Toxicity that just focuses on fandoms specifically, like music fandoms, movie fandoms, things like that. Kind of like a ripoff of Elvis the Alien series, The Internet Ruins Everything. But we don't have to talk about that, you know, we could just pretend that it's not a ripoff, right? Let me know if you'd like to see that, and if you have any suggestions on fan fictions that you would like me to read or fandoms that you would like me to talk about, then you can let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to stay updated with my channel, you can follow me on all of my social medias. They will be in the description below, and I hope that I will see you guys next time. Happy Halloween! Actually, I don't know if this video is going to be posted on Halloween. If you're watching this on Halloween, happy Halloween, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna go now. Bye!